takedowns, here.
Welcome to the Structural Points Fundamentals video. I'm Callum Forbes, Head Instructor for the Upper Hutt Hapkido Academy and also Head Instructor for the New Zealand Hapkido Federation. I hope that you enjoy this video and I hope that some of what I show you is useful and that you can employ it in your own martial art to make it work more effectively for you. I'll also welcome any feedback. In this video, I'm going to show you where the structural points are on the human skeleton and how, even with a gentle manipulation or pressure on them, that you can destroy somebody's posture and therefore their balance very easily. There are 6 main structural points, all of which are load bearing, in that they support the weight of the rest of the body above it. Because of this, if you disrupt the skeleton at that point, you'll cause the whole structure above it to collapse, leading to a loss of balance. What I'm about to show you is not original, new or unique. Nor is it confined to just Hapkido and Asian martial arts in general. If you were to study history of martial arts for different cultures, for different time periods, you will find references to them both in ancient Egypt, ancient Greece, and also in the medieval European sword fighting manuals. So, structural points are a key fundamental principle that cross all martial arts. Structural point is through the head, and the point is actually located where the skull and the spinal column join, on top of the C1 and the C2 vertebrae. And it's a very good point because if you take a line through the eyes or around the head, you can move them anywhere you want. Also it can be attacked upwards and also from downwards. Second point is through the shoulder joint where the humerus bone joins the shoulder socket. Just in here with the pressure in here, front and also back. You see how even light pressure I can manipulate this balance very easily. Point number 3, a line through the middle of the spine where the spine has a maximum curvature, maximum flexibility. And you'll find the line here running from the floating ribs all around the body. So I can attack them through here, light push. I can attack them here, here, behind. You see how easy I can move them. So like the first structural point, this one's a great one to use because I can attack in all directions. Point number 4, hip joint. So again, this is like the shoulder joint. It can only be attacked in 2 directions. You can attack it where the upper part of the femur bone joins the hip joint, here, here. You see how easy it is to move Adrian with the nice amount of pressure. Good test of structural point is that if it requires a lot of force to move, it is not a structural point. So you need to hit it at the right spot and it works all the time. One, number 5 is just above the knee on either side. So where the bottom of the femur bone joins the top of the knee joint. So just inside here. It's easiest to move them inside, also outside. Okay. Number 6, pretty hard to get to unless you're in a prone position, but here where the base of the fibula and tibia join the top of the ankle joint at the talus bone. So just above where you've got the swelling inside bulge of the ankle, just in here. It's light contact. It's a very versatile point. Both sides here and the other side. Again, the lower structural points are probably in some way better than the higher structural points because as soon as I take a lower structural point, the rest of the other structural points also fall over. It's like a house of cards. Now, 2 other points that we use, but they're not really structural points, as some may argue that they are the elbow and the wrist. Now these are not structural points in that they don't affect this balance that much, okay? But what they do is that if you move them properly and
can take them to another structural point. You can take them off balance, so they do work, but they don't work as points themselves, but they work more as a secondary effect on one of the main 6 structural points. Okay, so normally here on the wrist, on the above the elbow, it starts to work on the shoulder and this point here. So that helps out here. On the wrist, it works on the hip bone. Right, so first application, a simple self-defense or a simple technique, attacking the structural point around the eyes. Here, number 1. Second one, through the shoulder. Here, hook through here, off the balance, come through, sweep. This one here on the side, I can come through. See there I actually with 2 structural points. I went for this one here, so the collapse him, came under here, took out this one here. It's often good to attack 2 points at once because there's a chance to recover. Attacking the hip can be attacked with a kick. Knee structural point can be attacked with a kick. The number 6 can be attacked with a sweep. The elbow, use the elbow to set up takedowns, throws, takedowns as well. Down.
Well, that completes the structural points fundamentals video. I hope you enjoyed it and found some value from it. I know it's been pretty heavy on theory, a lot of talking from me, but it's important to understand the underlying principles of how structural points work. In our next video, structural points applications, we'll get more hands-on and we'll show you how to employ structural points both for stand-up fighting, e.g. kicking and punching, as well as close and grappling, standing up, how to make your throws more effective, how to make your locking techniques more effective, then also go to the ground and show you how you can employ structural points from a ground position.